As I was sitting in my thinking chair, just thinking about those things, I think about how wonderful tea is in a tea service in that time. So I just wrote a little thing about it. And there's usually a few behind the scenes things working with tea. I got a few new things. I'll put that to the side and we'll talk about that later on this week. But what I do have for you is tea. And I probably won't get a chance to drink some tea because I wanted to talk about this. I got a French press and it goes up and down like that. I loaded it with tea and I was going to talk to you about, just having tea and behind the tea, what's happening. But as I talked to you about it, I wanted to make some. I have some hot water here, right there. And like I said, I have my little French press here. I have tea sitting on the top of it. We'll pour the water in, and where the water is going to change to tea. So there we go. I'm going to put this down so I won't drop it. So there. Now it's green tea, and we're going to let that sit in there a little bit. And as I take this up, you see at the bottom it's just a little bit of green tea. But today's blend is Fruity Pebbles and Peaches and Green. Yeah, let that sit there. Now, the making of tea. Let that transport you. The making of tea transports you into a place of peace where you are able to release the troubles of the world and the things that you think about. And you can watch as this water is transformed by the power of tea. If you watch the tea release into the water, you'll see it go from clear to whatever color or whatever type of tea that you have. So it's not only just water anymore, but it's water and tea. And pretty soon after the tea steeps for long enough, it's not even water anymore. It's just completely tea. Water really has no nutritional value to it. It's usually just clear. You need it for cleansing your body, but it doesn't provide any nutrients at all. Calories are zero, nutrients are zero, vitamins are zero, minerals are zero unless it's added. Everything is zero. And the tea has everything in it. So once we add that to it and it transforms, it's like we're adding value to it. Having tea together creates a bond between two people. This is some of the things that's working behind the scenes. This is why I'm big on having tea with you. It creates that bond between two people that's formed through inner peace and experience it together. So this is why I usually have tea in the morning. Look at the tea leaves. And once we pour it and we kampai, we have it together. A bond is formed between me and you. And we get to experience those things together. It's kind of like communion or a shared experience sitting inside of a moment. This moment right here. We take a little bit. Good morning, mommy. It's like a communion. We get to sit inside of a moment together. It's a chance to slow down and just be and communicate, have a conversation, which, a lot of people don't. Even when they're doing it through text, they're shortening the text up and, you know what I mean. Experiencing tea and having a time together allows us to focus on the meeting between me and you, or if you're having tea by yourself, the meeting between you and God, or if you're having tea with someone, you and your guest, or if you're just having tea with yourself, between you and you. And you get to experience everything within the five senses. Now, five senses is really what builds your reality. So if you having trouble, say if you were having trouble with, just hearing from God, then you might want to just sit down, pour yourself a little tea, and have that conversation. It'll allow you to share that moment between the past and the future, you being in the present. In those conversations between you and God, or you and your friend, or you and yourself, you'll start to see a connection. All these things start to connect. And that connection is really between the mind and the body. Mind, body, and spirit, I'll say that. And at that table, where the mind and the body and the spirit are having a conversation, the other person's mind, body, and spirit is having a conversation too. And those conversations kind of fuse together. This is kind of like where the bond comes. And since you're having those inner peaceful thoughts and inner peaceful conversations with your mind, body, and spirit, you on the inside build strength. Now, the messages that are received is what gives you strength to carry on to the next moment. So the messages that you receive and that I receive, and that we fuse those together by having a conversation between each other, we build strength. Our friendship builds strength. Our inner self, our fortitude builds strength. And our minds and the things that are connected between us and everything around us build strength. And with that strength, we can carry on. Even though life comes and want to knock you down, you get that inner peace that gives you the energy to move on. So in your connections with God, yourself, and the bond between people that you spend time with, you take into consideration, you take the real meaning of Ichiko Ichie. And that means literally is one time, one meeting, but it's once in a lifetime. And in this once in a lifetime meeting, we'll never be the same. We might meet again, but we won't be the same. I'm gonna be stronger. You're gonna be stronger. And when we come together, our strengths are combined and we'll be even stronger the next time. So you guys have a good week. Good start to your week. I'm going to enjoy this. Even without filtering it, adding sugar or anything like that, just the tea alone is, really is good. So, minus the leaves that are in there because I hadn't taken them out yet. But you guys have a great day, great week. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get into some of the other things that I have. for you. All right. So, as always, kampai.